Well, everybody, we are back up here in Pigeon Forge again today for the rod run. It's Friday morning, and a lot more cars have arrived during the week. And anyway, we're going to take a look around here, see who showed up, and hopefully you'll come along with us, and we'll take a look at this and maybe see some good-looking cars today. But if you like the video, and I hope that you do, please give us a thumbs up, and hopefully you've already subscribed to the channel. But if not, please do that also. But we're looking at a probably late 40s or early 50s Chevy truck right here, and as you can see, he's got this thing lowered to the ground here. Got bags in it, so it's pretty neat. Okay, now is this a Galaxy or a Fairlane? I'm thinking it's a Galaxy, but I couldn't be 100% sure. We got a little roaster here, and I see he's pulling a trailer behind it, but to get all of it into the parking spot, he had to pull on up here into the bushes, it looks like. This one, he's running a little V6 engine here. Got the wire wheels. How do you like the use of his colors here with the red, black, and yellow? Got a lot of good contrast there. This, y'all, here's an old AMC Matador, and you just don't see these cars. I can't remember the last time I saw one of these. Sharp red Chevy pickup there. Old International pickup. This old truck's pretty rusty, but all in all, to be a long bed pickup truck this old, it's actually still in pretty good condition as far as not being beat up. Put him a newer seat in there. I guess it's named Ella. I see that written on the dash there. LaSalle. Wow, look at this old purple Cadillac here. Got some big wide white walls on there. This turquoise and white 55 Bel Air right here. Getting them cleaned up for the day. Hopefully the rain is going to hold off till late this afternoon, I think, and even then I think there's only like a 30% chance, so maybe it'll be a good day. Well, look at this Mercury right here. Black and silver 56 Chevrolet Bel Air. Well, this 57's really got some shine to it. and it's good and straight. Says under this old Ford right here is a Crown Vic suspension. Fuel injected 4.6. Got aftermarket gauges in there. They like little yellow and blue. This little Chevy right here, that's pretty. It's got "not for sale" on the windshield there too. Clean little fair lane right there. And look at the green machine here. It's a 66 Chevelle. Side just 55 Chevrolet. A 57 four-door wagon that looks in really good condition. This all original inside. They're asking $49.5. The number's 502-468-7652. What good paint. This is in good condition, it looks like. There's a gasser, I guess what you call it. Now, is this a Pontiac engine in this little rat rod? Plymouth here. Cadillac in white, and I'm gonna guess maybe 62, 63, somewhere in there. Sedan DeVille. Now, I'm looking on the dash, and if I remember correctly, that little thing sitting on the dash, it might be if at night, if you got your bright lights on and you meet a car, it will automatically dim your lights. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. White Trans Am from the late 70s or early 80s. And what is this? Old Plymouth. A 67 Camaro, and here's an old T-Bird. '66 or '67 Nova. Look how clean this little S10 is right here. And it's a four-wheel drive. Here's a Ford dually. I guess it's late 40s or early 50s. But I think they put this body on another chassis is what I'm thinking. Nice looking Nova. Look at these little restored motorcycles. Or mini bikes, I guess you'd call that. A little red one. Here's a mid-80s Camaro. Looks like it's surviving pretty well. I like the color on this Nova right here. And it is starting to sprinkle rain again on the side here. Here's another one with a little square Ford pickup trucks, which I'm gonna make somebody mad probably, but the beds on these things are just so square. It looks like they just took a square box and put some flares on it for the wheel wells, and that's it. Another little Chevy 2 Nova, and I remember this 55 Nomad from, it was here Monday. That's sharp. It's in the video for Monday also, the preview. Bright red 61 Chevrolet, and look at this thing. Their tag says Big Ugly on here, but I don't think it's ugly at all. This painted kind of like a, I guess you call it a tangerine orange color. Yeah, this was made as a work truck originally, as you can tell, but they've turned it into something that looks really nice. Here's an old Buick. Went to 67 Chevelle, look good there. Here's a 67 Malibu right here, a cross run. Here's a heavy Chevy Chevelle. A mid-60s Chevrolet pickup truck here. And if you look back there, it looks like that's actually probably be like a period correct camper shell on there too. Let me get this 55 rolling by here. Wagon 57 going there, and got the family all in the back. That's cool. black 70 Chevelle Super Sport with white stripes. We reversed those colors on this 68 Camaro with white with black stripes. They've done some work on this little Blazer here. Looks like it's been lowered a little bit. That red with the black stripes looks really good. And they got this Trans Am covered up here because it is still sprinkling rain a little bit. '95 Indianapolis pace car. Wow, one owner, 2,462 actual miles. Wow, that's a brand new car. 304-860-6615. Little Cadillac golf cart there. Look at this little, I guess, chop truck, rat rod, I guess what you call it. It says Brewster Speed Shop. '66 Biscayne, it says. This has the same body line as the Caprice. The Impala, the back window would be more of a slant if it was like the Impala. Now this is Friday and a lot of people are already in town. On Saturday though, I bet all this will be filled, because a lot of people will be arriving today on Friday. Now I like this body style of truck. I think from around like 68 to 72. I think this body, you could include 67, I guess, but I really like the shape of these trucks. Another '69 Camaro in black with white stripes. Chevrolet. It's convertible. Look at this old guesser here. I guess it's early 50s, but he's got that pie crust back tires on here. Isn't that cool? Got a blue top and the windows are actually tinted blue. Looks like it's got 2 4-barrels sticking out of the hood there. There's a new truck, but I actually like the stripe on the hood there. Look at the old Rambler wagon back here. Now that is cool. Check out the fins back here. A little valley there between the fin and the side of the roof line. Rambler cross country. If you like old trucks, that is absolutely beautiful right there. Well, that is super neat and clean in there. Door open so you can see in, but look at the contrast between that blue seat and the orange. 62. Yeah, that looks pretty sharp. Here's a 99 Tacoma. Look how small the Tacomas used to be. They've grown a lot in the past few years. The 1960 Austin Healey Sprite. Early 80s Trans Am. Blue, got the blue bird on the hood. And look at this little yellow Chevrolet here. And that tan interior goes well with the yellow, I think. Really clean looking pickup, man. Got a louvered hood on this 61 here. And I guess this is a Jeep rat rod. bad day for that GTO over there. Little Falcon wagon gasser. Kind of neat looking. He's got the bigger rims on there. Kind of like it. Makes it kind of stand out. There's big wheels. Look how shiny this is to be distressed paint. Put some big rims on there too. Here's the Aston Martin. Never been in an Aston Martin, but to be a four-door car, that's a cool looking car. I know it's not a classic, but I had to include it. Got Elvis and My Way on the Camaro here. GT350 Mustang. It's like one of Dale Jr.'s old cars. This is just a public service announcement that if you're coming to Pigeon Forge anytime soon, be aware that the bridge is out at the Old Mill restaurant, so you will have to go around the back way to get in. Look at that 69 Roadrunner over there. Let's take a look at it. Got the hood scoop that's showing the 446 back, or 6 barrel. I think Dodge causes the 6 pack and Plymouth causes the 6 barrel. I'm not sure on that, but the same thing basically, I would say. Look at this black 58. You see a lot of the 55 through 57 Chevys. But 58s you don't see quite as much. And they got a lot of styling going on here. I mean, look at all the chrome accent pieces there are on this car. It's covered with it. This is the Impala, and I think 58 was the first year for the Impala. I guess displacing the Bel Air is the top of the line. I think a Bel Air in this one would have only 2 taillights on each side. Now this is definitely old school right here. Rusty Rat. Here's a 59 wagon. Nice looking green Ford pickup. Like the wheels on there. Now, I saw this Camaro Monday. It's in the video for Monday. But what I liked about this Camaro is as you can see, it's two-tone gray. But the dividing line here, which is this red stripe, it comes back, and then that stripe eventually turns into a flame job. And I thought that was a pretty cool little touch there. There's a little lowered Chevrolet pickup truck. Here, I think this is a 56 Victoria. And this yellow Chevrolet, I guess you call this a sedan delivery. If you're enjoying our walk down the Parkway, now would be a good time to give this video a thumbs up. And if you hadn't subscribed, we would appreciate that. But let's take a look at some more of these. Well, that's really a bright green on that pickup there. And I guess it's a rod run now, because there's the General Lee. Or at least that's what my wife told me when she saw General Lee. And there's Sally. On this 57 Chevy pickup truck. And look at the flame job they got going through down through here. Or I guess you would call that flame job. Oh look, he even did it in the bed back here. Yeah, they put a lot of time and effort into this. The Incredible Hulk. Now I can see he has removed the door handles there, so I guess it's remote. But it also, from the looks of this line here, this is a flip up front end. But yeah, they put a lot lot of time into this one. Or I guess it could be a etching there in the window. Maybe there's too much glare for it to pick up. This is actually the Incredible Hulk.
And this man and woman, his name's Robert Webb. Him and his wife were running for $3,000 a head, plus getting them a car and a license, and then putting them on the road.
Here's a Mercury Cyclone.
That's a pretty car right here, ain't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Beautiful car. Looks like this one's been restored really well. Stance on this cooter right here, the way they've got it kind of sitting up. Pickup, so like you hear rumbling there. Here's another 57 Chevy pickup truck like that orange one we saw a little earlier. This is actually a long bed though. Didn't realize it until I walked around the side. And if you watched my channel very long before, you know that I used to have a red Scottsdale just like this, four-wheel drive, and sold it many years ago when my kids were little, but I still miss that pickup truck. I really enjoyed driving it. It brought me, I guess you'd say it brought me happiness when I drove it, which is something weird to say about a vehicle, but it's true. Rat Ride of sorts. It's got a Chevrolet bow tie emblem there in the front, but I have no idea what it is here. A lot of artwork on it though. we went into Arby's to escape a pour down the rain that just happened. And then this hauler came rolling by while we were in there. And as you can see, he's loaded up with classics here. Looking black Ford pickup truck. Here's a Javelin that you don't see a lot of. American Motors muscle car. Look at the Chrysler 300 here. It's got that straight piece of chrome trim, goes all the way down. '66 Chevelle here. It's a beautiful 57 Nomad here. Here's a customized mid-60s Chevy truck here. See, removed the inner wheel wells and got it lowered. Wow, they even got a leather dash in there. Big Galaxy convertible right there. That's pretty. Here's another sharp Chevy truck. This would be a 58 or 59. I actually had a blue 59, but it was many years ago. But whoever had it before I did, they actually chromed up here this piece where the vents are at the wipers. They also chromed the steps on there. So that was a little different, but like I say, it's been a long time ago since I owned that. 55 in really good condition, it looks like. There's another mid-60 Chevy. They got it set up on four-wheel drive frame there. Got to lift it a little bit. A blue Plymouth Barracuda, and it looks pretty good to me. And this beside this 68 Dodge Charger here. How you like the way he's just got it in black rims? No fancy wheels or anything. Just a good-looking car, all black. Here's a little AMC Gremlin. They got a number here, and it says, "Let's talk about it." Also says no airbags. We die like real men. Got that hockey stick stripe up the side there. There's an AMC Rebel station wagon. Here's what looks like an old government vehicle of some sort. Don't see many of these old Fury 3s. It's probably mid-60s, I guess. There's a lot of shine on that old Chevrolet there. And here we are in another rain delay here at the rod run. Maybe it'll clear up soon. This is a multicolored pickup truck here. It's starting to lighten up a little bit. Maybe the rain will kind of go away for a little while. We'll hope so anyway. Pretty orange Mustang there, isn't it? And here's a Chevrolet truck. It's orange, but as you can tell, it's different fades of orange, I guess what you would say. Different shades. Here's a bright yellow Chevelle. This Chevy truck right here, I don't know if you refer to it as peach or something, or one. I like the big wide tub back wheel there though. Cuda. 71 is the only year model where it has a full headlight system instead of a 2 headlight system. Big Bubba Jones. Well, that's a pretty 69 Camaro right there. Ford Thunderbird. You don't see very many of this year model here. Now here's a customized little tow truck, I guess you call it. That's funny. In a jam, called tow jam. sure did have to flare that out in front to get that up there. pretty significantly too. I'm not sure if this looks like the one I saw getting pulled over by police or whether. This green and black Mustang. I like the way they painted the hood and the top there black. Got that little border stripe going around it. That actually looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the back. Yeah, that's nicely done right there. And it's starting to rain again. Okay, we're in another rain delay now. The rain has returned. Maybe I'll make it down Parkway. Okay, the rain's starting to clear a little bit again, so I'm going to try walking on down the sidewalk some more. Fairlane convertible. We got the Continental kit and everything on there. GTO convertible. That's a nice one right there. Nice yellow Camaro. I don't know what's going on right there. There's a fire truck. We got something going on. And it's beginning to rain again. Got an old Volkswagen bus going by here. Little Vega over there. Old taxi. 70-year-old Roadrunner. I think this is the first one I've seen up here this week. Here's a 1960 Olds 88. I haven't seen a lot of these. There's a Willis. Okay, here's another 68 Dodge Charger. We saw one earlier today. Everybody, well, I guess that's going to about do it for today. I might get a few more shots before I leave, but I hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, appreciate a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. But let me make a few comments before I leave here. It seems like it wasn't as crowded this spring. Tomorrow will be Saturday. There'll probably be a few more people here. But I don't know if the rain has kept people away or just the, I don't know, rod run being overtaken by the big trucks, or if it's just the city of Pigeon Forge wanting to get rid of the rod run. I don't really know what's going on, but I can tell by the availability of parking here on the Parkway that it's not as crowded as it has been in the past. So anyway, we'll see what happens in the future, but I've always loved coming here, and I hope it continues to be a place to come visit. But again, thanks for watching, and may you all be blessed. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, I said there might be more. Here's a 60 Chevy that I hadn't seen yet. Looks like he's got it tubbed in the back there. That's a really pretty 67 Chevelle. And here's another 67. And a 70 El Camino.